As I think most people realise that in the world of converging media, it's increasingly difficult for audiences to know whether they are looking at traditional linear television, downloaded video material, or even websites which have material on them. And since there are different rules applying to the regulation of these different forms of media material, the audience is often very unsure exactly what standards apply. And that is unsatisfactory for them, and also, I suspect, for the people who are producing the material. And against that background, the committee's thought hard and long about the best way we might move forward into the future to deal with these difficulties. And the conclusion we've reached that we think that we should have, across all media, which a form of certification which will tell any potential viewer or anyone else who might be affected the kind of character that they would be of the material, so that they know whether or not they want to watch it. This is rather like based on the ideas that apply in cinemas in this country. And we hope if we can achieve a universal approach along those lines, we will enable the consumers and audiences to make their own minds up in full knowledge of what it is that they might expose themselves to. Now, that is something we feel we will be able to take forward within this country and within the European Union. What is much more difficult is the fact that, of course, a lot of material that comes into this country across the internet doesn't come from either of those places, but it comes in particular from America, where a completely different set of rules apply. And so what we have done is we've looked at the way in which the media world works, and it breaks down into three bits. First, there's the original creators. Secondly, there is the audience. And thirdly, there are people in the middle who bring it to you. And if you look around the world, increasingly the number of significant intermediaries is relatively small. And they have been drawing up for themselves rules about how they run their businesses and how they determine what goes across their own networks. And we believe the right approach is for us, and by which I mean the British government, to make sure that what we in Britain think is important is known by those people as they draw up their global rules, thereby making sure that the effect of what they decide to do runs within the grain of the expectations and aspirations of people in this country.